1,900 names, 1,300 of them. Huwag natin sabihin aliases, no? Because aliases are allowed by law. If it's a question of national security, aliases are allowed. But there is a whole range of difference between aliases and fictitious and simulated names. These are not aliases. These are non-existing people. And
What if they claim that what if they claim that these are aliases?
Even if you read the joint circular, there was a joint
2016
circular,
or
yes,
2015. Yeah.
2015-1 circular. In situations where aliases are used, they submit to COA in a sealed envelope. This aliases, no? But the government agency or the institution is required to reveal the real names and put the names in a vault. So there must be some vault somewhere in the DepEd, the OVP, that has real names of real people, because you cannot receive money through an alias. If you are a non-existing person, how can you receive money? So that is why there must be there must be a list of the real names, because these are real names of real people allegedly who received rewards, who received monies for food and medication while they were being informants, who received monies for transportation. I mean, why these are covered? This should be regular expenses if they be true. They should not be part of confidential funds. How can you spend millions in 11 days for a safe house? So
Maraming questions talaga eh. Tsaka yung amount ng renta.
And the amount of rent. Plus, let us remember that in the circular, and mandate ng Office of the Vice President and mandate ng DepEd. Let's say, assuming that you require confidential funds. Incidentally, if you look at figures, confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President, Leni Robredo received 0. President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo received about 5 million. Noli de Castro received around 24 million. This is in statistics. I'm not inventing figures. Binay received about 9 million. So first time, Office of the Vice President received something like 500 million.
I think more than 600, di ba? Combined, OVP plus DepEd.
OVP plus DepEd is 612 million. Okay. So, and even the Office of the DepEd, she says that it was needed to find out about bullying in schools, anti-terrorism, trafficking, etc., etc. But that is not the mandate of the OVP, and that is not the mandate. If you look at the mandate of the Office of the Vice President, tsaka yung office ng kung meron ka mang activity na ganyan, you are not the operating agency. If there are terrorists or if there are insurgents who recruit in schools, give them to the operating agency, report them to the military, or report them to the NBI. You are not the implementing agency. How the hell do you need a safe house? Plus, if you need a safe house, that means there are something like 1,600 informants walking around. That's a lot of informants.
Yeah.
And
logistically, ang hirap nun.
Ang hirap nun. Plus, do you need that many informants to know about bullying in schools, to know about who is recruiting in schools, etc., etc. And if there are such, then turn over the information. In fact, nabisto nga siya because she said training. Part of that is training si DepEd. And the military was even compelled to sign that there was training going on. Hindi naman sila binigyan ng pang-training. So,
Attorney, sorry Anong tingin niyo rito? Mukhang palusot lang lahat.
That's why, going back to the topic, to why I think I was invited, is where is the confidence of the Vice President coming from? It's fear. her confidence really is insecurity masking as overconfidence. It is fear of being found guilty, because
Okay.
so far we have not seen any piece of evidence that will uh, show her innocence in all of this. She has
So,
refused to take an
mm,
oath. She refused to take an oath, as she says, di naman siya witness, no resource person. But even that, resource persons take an oath. She
yeah.
refused to comply, sh- and then she made pa her staff disappear, di ba? Na
Mm.
wag mag-appear.
So, pag,
And then,
sorry. So, pag pinag-usapan itong Article 2, about confidential funds during the impeachment trial, so puwedeng ipatawag yung mga sinasabi niya nakatanggap, tama po ba? And number
yeah,
2, puwedeng i-reveal yung contents nung vote kung saan dapat nandun yung mga pangalan nung actual na nakatanggap, tama po ba?
correct, because the real names must be in a vault, must be in some vault somewhere. That's very clear in the circular.
How about the 2 military staff?
I think they should there are hindi pa lumalabas ang rules on impeachment, no, ang Senate rules, no, on impeachment.
Mm, mm.
But if Senate Senate President Cheese were to follow the existing, were to update the Senate rules to allow for the existing changes in civil and criminal procedure and evidence, then you can compel witnesses to produce documents, even if they
Mm,
are adversarial in nature. Ang mahirap is their government. People have known in this country where there is a culture of impunity, where there is a culture of people getting killed because they're testifying in court, where there is a culture of corruption in high places. Um, it is possible, and it is possible for witnesses who are very crucial in this impeachment case not to want to testify voluntarily, for fear of their security, not only of themselves but of their families. Many have been known to die on their way to court. No? I have a classmate fiscal who was killed picking up his daughter, uh, coming from his office, picking up his daughter in congressional, because he handled all the drug cases in Quezon City. He was killed. He was killed. And fiscal niya yan.
grabe.
Judges being killed. Witnesses being killed. So let's hope that does not happen.
Mm.
And I am believing, I have been in the practice of law, and I believe in our justice system, that cases should be decided on the merits. I believe as well. I am believing against my malicious nature that the senators who get elected and will eventually become the impeachment court in the 20th Congress will rule according to evidence, will rule according to the merits of the case, will not rule according to who their what their political affiliation is. They owe it to the people.